All right, so just a little over 10 minutes now where we'll be looking at that big briefing from the Election Commission of the dates for the upcoming elections. One of the state also happens to be Tamil Nadu, from where this breaking update is already flashing on your screens. Before the announcement by the poll panel, the Tamil Nadu Assembly has passed a bill that gives about 10.5% reservation to the Vanniyar community in education and employment in Tamil Nadu. So this essentially is a quota bill that is passed in the Assembly. And Apurva, I don't think it takes too much of brains to actually make out that this government wants to, do this and announce this before the model code of conduct actually sets in. But how will this quota bill even work to the favor of the ADMK? I want to understand. And before you answer that, when I look at what happened in 2016, Apurva, where the ADMK picked up 135 seats, the DMK about 88, the Congress 8, the BJP 0, will the ADMK be able to repeat that kind of a performance again with such announcements?
Well, definitely, this important announcement of the reservation for the Vanniyar community definitely does not only up the game for the party government, but in fact, this was a bill that was slated until the very last minute. Remember, we just had the Chief Minister's meeting just a few minutes back, and even then, the bill had been passed in the Assembly, but officially for it to be announced, it was less than a few minutes to take, but it has been a bill that has been impending in the Legislative Assembly for over quite some period of time, and with the model code of conduct just to be announced in a few minutes from now, with the Chief Election Commission giving out the dates for the Assembly elections, this bill being passed definitely does give brownie points for the Tamil Nadu Assembly, given that Vanniyar community here in Tamil Nadu is one of the most backward class community people, and with the reservation that it will be given to them, not only will it be a boost for Tamil Nadu in terms of the community, in terms of the people there, but it will also be a boost for the education and employment opportunities there for these people from the MBC classes as well. So definitely with this bill being introduced in the Legislative Assembly and it being cleared and passed, this will not only prove for one more feather in the cap for the EPS government, but it will also ensure that the more and more of the statement that Edappadi K. Palaniswamy has reiterated, saying that yes, we are a government that is working for all, is something that will be established with. And definitely when we are looking at the numbers, remember this time the number game is all going to be different, given that last time the numbers were owing to the stalwart leaders who were present here, both J. Jayalalitha and Karunanidhi. Now we have on the field, we have two of the co-captains here in ADMK, which is Edappadi K. Palaniswamy and O. Pannirselvam, and we have the single batsman on the other side, who is
I have to
Stalin.
ask you this, and I will also tell our viewers that right now I think we were putting out that one image on our screens that is coming in, I'm assuming from the Vigyan Bhavan, where we'll be looking at that big announcement by the Election Commission sharp at 4:30. Is just about 4:24, so that means in the next few minutes, Apurva, that announcement does happen. But before I let you go, Apurva, what about the Sasikala factor? She herself can't be contesting elections, but her own party can. TTV Dinakaran can. What will happen to that? Which side will she go? Again, this is going to be one factor that's going to be extremely important, and we'll stay with these live images also, Apurva.
Well, that's right. It's definitely going to be interesting to see, because VK Shashikala, over the last 4 years, she had been in the Bengaluru Parapanagraharam jail, serving time in the disproportionate assets case. And now that she's out, even on Jayalalitha's birthday, which was on 24th February, just a few days before, she had also made an announcement saying that yes, she will personally go and meet with the public. She will personally go and interact with the public. She had said that we must all work towards making sure that J. Jayalalitha's the kind of democracy that she had, the kind of governance she had, must go on until 100 years, is what Shashikala said. She said that this governance and this kind of practice that J. Jayalalitha had, by saying that the ADMK must go on for 100 years, that must be the only goal that people should be working to, is what VK Shashikala has said. Interestingly,
I'm just pulling away from you for a moment.